All right, so we are back at day 2 of Design Thinking Workshop here at Stanford University in the D.school. And I just wanted to share with you a few things that I saw yesterday while classes were going on. And this fits into our schools and into our libraries and our makerspaces. I always hear this conversation about storage and how do we get things from one room to another if we're going to put it on carts. And the D.school has something really sweet here that I hadn't seen before. And so I'm going to show everybody this. So it is just a cart on wheels, caster wheels, and then they have these amazing Tupperware boxes here with all of your supplies that you would need. A great way to organize. They are just latched on there with right there, so you can move them, you could interchange them. But what a great flexible cart that could be used in a makerspace in a media center, or if you're looking at bringing it into your classroom. The other thing I saw is cardboard on wheels. So it's just a tub filled with cardboard. And again, when you're thinking about creating a makerspace into your school or into your classroom, just having the ability to have cardboard just at the fingertips of our learners is just a great resource. Yesterday we talked about these tables, but again, these tables were designed uniquely because they're not comfortable enough to work with a laptop. I mean, you could, but they're at an awkward height. So it's more of a collaboration table. It's more of a space where you can stand around and have a conversation. Again, there's that. Another area that is pretty unique to this space is this beautiful vehicle, but they have gutted it and made it a learning space. So again, they've laid down a massive rug. They've got some lighting in here, pillows, sticky notes. So just another space that a learner can come in and use. But what a neat way to use that space. We bounce in here into this classroom. Again, I showed this yesterday, but still very fascinated with the flexibility of these whiteboards. They're on casters, so you can move them. They're on a track system. Yesterday I didn't realize this, but on a lot of their whiteboards, they have this little red knob, and that is because, I don't see any in this room right now, but they have portable whiteboards that students will work and put their thinking down on, but then they can come up and hang it on these knobs for later use or to show others what their thinking was. So again, track system, again, some unique lighting in here. Right up here, you can see. But again, just something great. Again, this room is just spacious, it's wide open, and can be turned into anything. I'm gonna do a quick spin here. And here's the room. I love that there are just no desks in here. It's a blank canvas waiting to be created. And I think about our classrooms and our schools right now, too much of it is confined to a certain look. If we clear out the room and have this blank canvas, what can we create? What type of experience can we give our learners? And what space can they do to work in? Yesterday, I saw college students here at the D.school sitting on these. And they were sitting on these all differently. So again, it's just a wood block with some foam pieces in the middle. Some were sitting on it as a high top. Some were sitting on it as just the foam. Some had it spun and were sitting like that. So again, the flexibility here to have a stool to sit on if I want to be up higher or if I want to be lower. But again, those are just piled in the corner here to then be used however they would like. Take you into the garage room, the D.school home studio. This is pretty unique in here because of the flexibility that this furniture has. Again, it's like just a metal frame here with a padded seat, so it can be a seat or it can be a table because they have these hard pieces of wood that you can drop on, and now you can write right on that surface, and you can sit on this stool.
4x6 is 6 foot, so it's about so tall, and that's about 4 foot, maybe a little bit more.
So we got some collaboration going on with spaces, some ideas. But again, here's that whiteboard that I was talking about in the other room. They just have these holes on them, and they get hung right on that hook and can be portable. So again, you can have these pegs all around the different rooms. Garage door that can be lifted up or brought down. But again, very flexible with that space and how they can set this room up. Again, when you think about this, and you think about designing a classroom space for your students, it's unique to your learners. Each one is differently. And what I love about this is that there's no front of the classroom. So again, this room, whiteboard wall, giant TV, but then they've got some accent colors. Now what fits perfectly in here is when you think about using technology and the basis of it, there are some wonderful products out there that you can use. One of those being Reflector. Because when you think about these rooms, and students having devices, the ability for a student now not to have to get up and go to the whiteboard to connect or to show, but to reflect from their device, whatever it may be, Android, OS, Chrome, Apple computers, Windows computers, having that ability to reflect from their seat is a very powerful thing. And so they can show what they're doing from there, again, taking away the front of the classroom. Too often students have to come up to the classroom, plug in, and now they take over what is called the teacher role. Well, from here we can have a collaboration in this room and have kids, have learners putting up whatever they're working on to the board and never having to get up to act like the teacher, but they can share their learning from right from their spot. So again, that is a great product. Reflector, which is part of the Squirrels package. Definitely check them out if your school is not using it, because I think you have to look at all of these pieces of the puzzle when you're designing spaces. You got to create the environment. You have to change our teaching practices and our pedagogy of how do we teach this, and then take it to the next step of now how do we bring technology into the place and what do we use to do that. Some people use Chromecast, some people use Apple TVs, but if you're a district where you're just looking to get started, Reflector is a great place because the affordability of it, but then also the ability to give students a look at it. They have upstairs blocked off right now, but at some point hopefully I can get upstairs and show you the open room. But again, this is from the D.school. Check back later.